Arcadia, this is Rebecca.
And this is Arnica. Today's news stories are about Dennis Rodman and the Hobbit movie watch.
Also, we have a look at the NBA as well as a special report from Ryan Tan.
Dennis Rodman issued an apology for his outburst in a CNN interview regarding detained American Kenneth Bae in North Korea.
No, but the one thing about politics, Kenneth Bae did one thing. If you understand, I got it. If you understand what Kenneth Bae did,
yeah.
Do you understand what he did?
What did he do? You
in
tell
this
me.
Country.
You tell me. What did he do?
And no.
Rodman claimed he was overwhelmed with stress over some teammates leaving North Korea due to pressure from their families and business associates. I want to apologize, Rodman said. I take full responsibility for my actions. It had been a very stressful day. Some of my teammates were leaving because of pressure from their families and business associates. My dreams of basketball diplomacy was quickly falling apart. I had been drinking. It's not an excuse, but by the time the interview had happened, I was upset. I was overwhelmed. It's not an excuse. It's just the truth. I want to first apologize to Kenneth Bae's family. I want to apologize to my teammates and my management team. I also want to apologize to Chris Cuomo. I embarrassed a lot of people. I'm very sorry. At this point, I should know better than to make political statements. I'm truly sorry. Rodman's apology was followed a day after he sung Happy Birthday to North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. Rodman's friendship with him has been heavily inspected by Bae's family, who has been sentenced to 15 years of hard labor for apparently turning against the North Korean government. Rodman stated in his CNN appearance that Bae got what he deserved.
We were saying that Kenneth Bae did something wrong. We don't even know what the charges are.
Bae's sister, Terry Chung, did however accept Rodman's apology, stating he is only human and that everyone makes mistakes. Terry also says how her greatest concern remains the health and freedom of my brother Kenneth. We hope and pray that Rodman's comments and ongoing antics have not further endangered my brother. Kenneth's health and freedom are precious. The fact is, Kenneth's life is on the line. To our family, this situation is no joke. This is not a game. For Arcadia Rare, Arnica.
And now to Emily with sports.
This is Emily Quach with a look into the NBA. In division standings, the Indiana Pacers are leading with the 29 win to 7 losses, and trailing behind are the Miami Heat with 27 wins to 10 losses. In the Western Conference, the San Antonio Spurs are leading with 29 wins and 8 losses, and not far behind are the Portland Trail Blazers, following with 28 wins and 9 losses. In MVP news, Kevin Durant on Oklahoma City Thunder is leading in MVP votes. Kevin Durant has taken his game to new heights as the Oklahoma City Thunder continue to sit atop the Western Conference. But is his season enough to keep LeBron James from a third straight MVP award? Let's take a look at the key components of each player. For Kevin Durant, he's taking the next step. Mostly that means he understands the game better and knows exactly what to do with the ball and when to do it. The most noticeable difference is his assist average of 4.9 per game, the highest of his career. For LeBron James, he's conservative, efficient, and still the best. James has unlocked the secret and has reached a plane of consciousness most never approach. He is currently posting the second highest field goal percentage, 58.8, of any player with at least 100 three-point attempts in history. Up now, Kevin Durant is leading with MVP votes. We'll see as the season goes on who will be crowned most valuable player. In other news, New York Knicks guard J.R. Smith might have taken things too far during a game against the Dallas Mavericks. Smith untied the shoe of Mavericks forward Shawn Marion, and the NBA fined the guard $50,000 for reoccurring instances of unsportsmanlike conduct. Now that's your look into the NBA. Now to Rebecca with Movie Watch, The Desolation of Smaug.
My name is Rebecca, and welcome to the review of The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug.
What is this place?
The Desolation of Smaug.
In the second installment of the famous Hobbit trilogy, the action picks up right where the last one left off, with the dwarves still on their way to their home in the Lonely Mountains. Led by their king Thorin Oakenshield, The band of 13 Dwarves and their companion, Hobbit Bilbo Baggins, face many more dangers, including hostile elves and gigantic Acromantula. Compared to the last movie, this one was much more action-packed, and the pacing was much more thorough. We get to see Orlando Bloom reprise his role as Legolas, the blonde elf who later on joins the Fellowship of the Rings in the sequel, The Lord of the Rings. We also get to see a new original character, a she-elf named Tauriel, conceived completely by the director, Peter Jackson.
Are we not part of this world?
Besides the strong new characters, the action scenes are more exhilarating and more smooth. Jackson seemed to take more liberties after the disappointing reviews for his first movie. Thanks to his decision to not adhere to the original plot as strongly, many members of the audience were engaged for the whole duration of the movie, despite the length. During the fight scenes, the action was smooth and exhilarating. The camera angles lend more to the effects of the fights, and if it weren't for the impossibility of the existence of some of these creatures, it would be difficult to tell which ones were real and which ones are computer generated. Overall, thanks to Jackson's freedom with his creativity, the movie was much more interesting and much more of a hit compared to the first one. Despite being a whopping 116 minutes long, it's worth the time spent. For me, I give it a 5-star out of 5. Now back to Arnica in the studio.
And now to our special report from Ryan Tan.
Ryan Tan here, reporting from Arcadia Rare News. Today I'll be talking about the death of James Avery, also known as Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. James Avery played as Uncle Phil in the 1990 TV sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was also a very credited actor. Throughout his life, he was very respected, living and acting. James Avery died at age 68 from complications during his open heart surgery. Avery passed away in the Glendale Hospital, California. This wasn't Avery's first open heart surgery. Before Thanksgiving, Avery had an open heart surgery, and his family was hopeful he would make a full recovery. However, the family was shocked when James Avery did not make a recovery. He seems to be recovering well, but declined shortly after. Over Avery's lifetime, he has started big TV shows, for example, Grey's Anatomy, The Closure, LA Law, Go Bolivia Go, and more. James Avery as Uncle Phil will always be remembered for his affectionate, caring personality and the advice he has given to all his viewers throughout the years. The death of Uncle Phil has shocked Fresh Prince of Bel-Air friends, family, and fans all around. James Avery was a beloved character on the famous TV series Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He passed away on New Year's Eve. The megastar's family on-set and off-set mourns for his death. He will always be remembered in the hearts of all Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fans. Now back to you in the studios.
That's Arcadia Rare News tonight. This has been Rebecca
And Arnica,
hoping your news is good news.